The Acer Aspire R11 is a small 11.6-inch convertible laptop that doesn't wow in any particular category, but gets the job done, most of the time. The specs of this model are a 1366 by 768 HD touchscreen, a Pentium N3700 processor, 4 GB of RAM, and a 500 GB 5400 RPM hard drive. The chassis of the Acer Aspire R11 Signature Edition is a rather muted baby blue plastic that doesn't feel particularly inspired or snazzy. The off-centered Acer logo is nice, as is the texture of the plastic. It feels surprisingly sturdy considering its cheap looks. There is very minimal flex in any portion of the laptop. The bezel of the screen is quite thick, though when using the device in tablet mode it does provide ample space to grip, so it isn't all bad. The touchpad and the keyboard are surprisingly nice and have a good feel. The laptop has a good selection of ports for an 11.6-inch convertible. It has one USB 3.0 port along with a full-size HDMI, a USB 2.0 port, an SD card slot on the back of the device, and your standard AC power port on the right side, along with a microphone headphone jack. It also has a volume rocker and power button on the side in case you're using it in tablet mode. The laptop is heavy for a small convertible. It weighs in at 3.3 pounds, heavier than Lenovo and Toshiba's 11.6-inch convertible offerings, but is comparable to the HP Pavilion X360-11. Due to the large bezels and textured plastic, it doesn't feel very heavy when in tablet mode at all, since you can get a good grip on it. The Pentium N3700 processor has had mixed performance. When the device is running as it should, it opens web pages and documents with little to no delay. However, there seem to be several driver issues. The cursor will sometimes randomly go off on its own while the laptop is beeping, a problem that I have never seen before on any computer. Uninstalling and reinstalling driver updates from Windows Update and the Acer Care Center seem to have alleviated these problems, though just the fact that they existed in the first place was bizarre. The 500 GB HDD performs well in benchmarks, with around 110 megabytes per second of read and 105 megabytes per second of write speed, but it performs a bit slower than I'd expect. It seems to me that the driver issues on this laptop cause unnecessarily long load times and poor performance when things aren't running smoothly. That said, when things are running fine, the drive performs adequately. The audio from this laptop is good for an 11.6-inch convertible. While the quality might not be the best, the speakers get very loud, and they are more than adequate for a laptop like this. The Acer Aspire R11 is a good 11.6-inch convertible Windows 10 laptop that will perform well for students and people who just need a small computer for browsing the web and watching videos. Its performance is good when working correctly, though the driver issues have me very concerned. Due to the software quirks unique to this laptop, I would recommend trying out comparable machines like the Toshiba Satellite Radius 11 and the HP Pavilion X360-11 before deciding on an 11.6-inch convertible. While the hardware is durable, the performance leaves a lot to be desired.